guys, Arwen and McLaughlin here, Wealth and Success Coach for women online entrepreneurs. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about following your guidance and using your feelings to feel what it is that you need to do. So I have a really mundane example today. So I got up this morning and I needed to go to the library real quick. It's right around the corner from my house. I needed to make a few copies for a relative. And then I thought, since this is going, let me print some things out, right? Like I have all these blog post ideas that are like pouring out of me while I wrote them on my computer. I'm out of ink. I thought, print them at the library. The copier thing's right next to the door. I can zoom in, do that, zoom out, no big deal. So I get up and I do that. I'm like, well, since I'm right there, let me drop this off at the donation center since I'm right there, right? So I get up and this is what I decide to do right after I get up. So I'm driving to the library. And I can feel within myself, yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing this right now. Like, this is not a high-value activity. You know what I mean? Although it's something I felt I needed to get done, I reflected in the 3 minutes it took me to drive to the library. Do I really need to get this done? Is this really important? Is this really a Monday morning activity, something that I need to be doing, right? And I could just feel within myself that going to the library wasn't going to, how do I put this? It wasn't a good use of my time. It wasn't what I need to be doing. I just feel like this is the wrong thing to do. And I don't know about you guys, but I can feel discord within myself whenever I am doing something that is kind of like off track. And what I mean by off track is, I'm trying to think how to put this. Okay, so when you're doing something that is the highest vibrational thing that you could do, something that is the most, I don't know if I want to use the word useful. Oh, in the flow, that's the word I want to use. When you are in the flow, right? When you are like, I'm doing the right thing, it's the right time, it's perfect that this is happening right now, I love what I'm doing, I feel on task, on point, right? You feel like, right? Then you're in the flow. And whenever you divert out of the flow, you can feel, if you notice, and you're sensitive enough, you can notice that you've diverted out of flow. Okay, so this morning when I went to the library, I diverted out of flow. All right, that was not really the best use of my time, and arguably maybe it didn't even need to get done. Let me turn off the air conditioner. So what I'm wanting to convey today is, and I almost could feel this pouring in, and I always feel like my emotional guidance system is guiding me as to what the correct thing to do versus the thing that's kind of more out of flow to do is. And I also feel too like my angels and guides are impulsing to me what would be my highest choice, right? Like what would be the choice that's in flow? What would be the choice that's going to bring out all the beautiful desires that I've decided that I want to create, magnetize, and bring into my life, right? And every time I kind of make a choice that's out of that flow, I can feel it. And if you guys check in with yourself, you'll probably notice that too. In fact, you probably already feel those feelings all the time, but maybe you haven't thought about it in just that way, right? Being in the flow versus being out of the flow, okay? So I want you to start to try to think about that as you go throughout your day, okay? It's super important. So anyway, back to feeling like it was my guides impulsing me that information. As I was feeling that, I could almost feel all that information coming to me like, you said you wanted to be successful in a very short period of time, right? I can feel them like impulsing that to me. You said you want to do this in this amount of time. If you want to do that, you need to follow your intuitive guidance. You need to be in the flow. You need to follow your flow actions and not do all these other things that your ego adds onto your plate, right? And I could just, I didn't feel this in English, but it felt like it was the whole thing, like if you want to create, if you want to step into the power that creates worlds, and you want to create and you want to expand all of that out of you, then you have to start taking responsibility for your energy field. You have to start being on point and on task and on the flow and make being in the flow more important than everything else, right? That is how you be successful. In the flow, more important than all this other extraneous stuff that just doesn't need to get done, right? So I have created some goals and tasks for myself that I intuitively feel, you know what, I would like to have that completed by this time. You know what, I would like to have that completed by this time. I kind of see this timeline out in front of me, right? This is what I'm desiring to create. And it became very clear to me that I'm not going to get there if I keep doing actions that are outside of the flow. So that is what my message is for you today. Be in the flow. Be very, very cognizant of whether you're in or out of the flow, because that is going to determine how fast you manifest things, okay? Because remember, creating something, creating your business, well, and even if you don't want to create a business, maybe you want to create something else, but whatever it is that you want to create, how you do that, and how you do that very easily, and how you do that very fast, is you take inspired action. Inspired action is action that's in that flow, okay? Uninspired action is action your ego thinks that you need to be doing in order to be successful. That action never leads anywhere. I'm sure you guys have noticed, right? I'm sure you guys have noticed. So the reason why it takes, and I am a perfect example of this. You know, I've wanted to do this for many, many years. Like, I always knew I wanted to have a business. I didn't quite know what it was going to look like years ago, but I've been moving towards and moving momentum towards this point in time for a very long time, okay? And I realize only now why I'm going to be really successful, like really fast, because I've already started being successful really fast, and it's starting to do this, and I can feel it's going to do this, and it's because I am more in tune with what I need to be doing, and I'm more in the flow, and I'm more in my body, right? And I'm more grounded, and I'm not allowing my ego to run the show and tell me what it is that I need to do and how I need to do it, and on and on and on and on, because it just slows you down. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Like, it slows you down. Okay? Listening to your ego is not harnessing the power that taps into and creates world. Being in your divine flow, being tuned into your inner voice and your inner desires and your inner promptings, and allowing them to flow out freely, and being in alignment with them, that is tapping into the power that creates worlds. Okay? Magnetizing your energy to bring to you what you want, that is tapping into the power that creates worlds. Being solely focused on your vision and putting all of your focus on that, that is tapping into the power that creates worlds. Moving into the future and feeling your imminent success and everything work out in the most beautiful way, that is tapping into the power that creates worlds. Doing what your ego tells you to do, which is go to the library on Monday morning, is not tapping into the power that creates worlds. Okay? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If so, please let me know. I love reading your comments, and you guys can follow me on social media stuff if you like my ramblings, because I love talking, and I love inspiring, and I love just showing other people like a more beautiful, magnificent, easier way to do something, and that makes me extremely happy. Alright guys, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.